Well, good morning. So, yesterday was the goal date that I was going to leave, and I was all prepared to leave, but Gypsy, my sweetness over there, who is out of it, a few days ago, she had jumped out of the van and hurt herself, and I thought she was okay because she was, acting normal. Occasionally, she would laugh or whine and shake, and she was hurting. So finally I got a hold of that, and they came out yesterday. So we are not moving anywhere because we're having some neurological issues because of this injury, which could have been to her back or to her neck. Something's just off. So she is on prednisone, and she is on buprenorphine, something like that. It's a highly potent pain med. You only get that much. So I syringed that. She's on it now. She is out. I did get a little bit of food in her this morning with her meds. I was like, no, you got to eat because I don't want you. Yesterday, she didn't get a chance to eat yesterday, and then late last night, about 8 o'clock, she finally took a couple bites of some corned beef for me, but that was it. And she slept all night, till 2 o'clock. And then about 2 o'clock this morning, Gypsy did what she always likes to do. She knows there's skunks out here, and she likes to chase them. So she wanted out, and when she got out, I was like, no, easy. And she jumped out like she wasn't even hurt, and I was like, no. She didn't went running, but she was high stepping. And then she got back in and then lay back down, went back to sleep. But she's like, she was whining, like, she was in my face whining, like, let me out. They're out there. Let me out. That's what she does when she knows they're out there. It's not, I think she did go potty, but that wasn't the reason. When she ran out there, she ran to where the skunks are, which are under the deck. And that's where she went straight. She made a beeline for the deck. So hopefully within a week, because we're going to have to sit at least another week to make sure the soreness is gone, injury, whatever, inflammation is gone. That's in her back or her neck. It's somewhere in there. So we're just going to do it weekly. So my next plan is to leave by next weekend. That's all I can say. So we're stuck sitting here, so I'm going to grab some more project pieces to work on and just keep working. There's nothing I can do. I'm not going to move. I'm not going to go drive thousands of miles, hundreds of miles, whatever I'm driving. Well, she's feeling like this. Right now, we're just going to have to sit, and I want my vet, because my vet's here. I don't have a vet on the road yet. In the middle of this treatment, so because she has to change, because she said, with prednisone, I've known, because I ran a dog rescue for 25 years, so I'm well known with this. This could have to be modified, so we need to give this a chance to start working to see if it needs to be upped or whatever, the dosage, and if we need to play with that. But right now, she's got her second. This is her second prednisone. I gave her one last night. We started last night, and I just gave her second one this morning. So it's too soon to tell, but the pain meds is really working. We have to keep her on pain meds, definitely. Yeah. So she slept with me last night, which was really difficult. There was a brief moment, maybe 2 hours, I did have to kick her off because I had to stretch. My bed, let me tell you, this bed, I got my angelic morning going on over here. I was doing my card readings for people on YouTube, for you guys. Yeah. So I have to move this out of the way. So my bed, it is only width-wise about 2 feet. That's it. okay, or 2 feet wide this way. And this way, where I'm 5 foot tall and this board is only 4 foot. So I have a 2 foot wide by 4 foot bed. That's it. And she is a 70-pound Doberman, and I'm 5 foot tall. So okay, you can just envision it yourself. That's all I can. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping everything, y'all. Oh, I'm dropping her meds. Oh, she's farting. Yeah. Oh, my hair is getting longer, and I don't really want to cut it. But now it gets down to my nose, these little hairs, and that makes it itches. Now I'm just itching. So I know, Chintzy, it's crappy video, but honestly, this is real van life. This is not fake for 3 years. We give you some information since we're talking. This is all this is this morning. See, and I've been up here working. Everything I own is in here. This is how real van lifers live. It's just cluttered because we have everything in here. You see down here, it's cluttered. I have a big van. This is just a minivan. So everything I own is pretty much in here except for minus. There are a few things in Christine's house. Christine's a friend of mine. I have been boondocking here for a while. I am plugged up to her garage. Yes, I have 200 watts of solar panels on top of my van. Let's see that, but there's you can see it's charging. It's legit. Plugs. My inverter is down there. 1500 watt. I only use that when I'm on the road. Right now, I do plug into her garage, which helps me out a lot, so I don't lose power and stuff. So I use her bathroom during the day and shower and her laundry right now. So and it's nice to have a little fenced in yard for Gypsy too. It's for security and safety. So but we have traveled, so we've been out there for 3 years. We've been to Texas. Texas is one of my favorite places to go. I love it. There's down on Titus Lake. It's I gotta look it up. I know it's called Titus Lake. It's not Titus. It's actually a Titus water treatment. It's in Texas. I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank on what town it's in. Oh crap! I'm gonna have to get back with you on that one. But anyways, we go there. It's a beautiful lake. You're allowed to stay 14 days for free. There's not anything to do there. That's the only downside, but it's a beautiful lake. It really is. It's very serene. 2 weeks. I've stayed there. Well, I stayed there 10 days. I think it's 10 days there, not 14. I think it's 10 days is the limit. There's a few other places in Texas. I just bebop all over Texas. I've been down to Magnolia Beach. I've stayed down there. You can stay 14 days on the beach. Whitney Lake. I've been to Iron Bridge. There's a few boondocking spots I've stayed. And there's a few camps down there I stayed at that weren't the greatest. Kentucky, we've been through all through Daniel Boone. That area, minus some other areas around Kentucky that's not in Daniel Boone. Tennessee is one of our favorites too. I only have right now 2 places. I go down to Meriwether and Lewis Camp down at Homewald. And then we also go to Ray Springs, that's only open from spring through summer or fall. And then they shut down for winter. But there's Jackson Island, which is across from Ray Springs. And I think that one's open all year. But, fair warning, you go to Jackson Island, don't be surprised at what you see there. The police patrol it regular, okay? Because it's a rough island, okay? If you stay there, it is rough. The activities and stuff that happens down there at Jackson Island. But it's in Spring City, Tennessee. But Ray Springs Lake, which is across from Jackson Island, But the lake itself is just beautiful. It's just a beautiful place to camp. I stay there quite a bit. You're allowed there for 14 days. Yeah. When I go through Arkansas, I haven't really boomboxed Arkansas yet, and I think this time I'm going to. I'm going to give it a shot. I've stayed at rest areas, abandoned rest areas that were closed down, but everybody sleeps there. It's so funny. It's I pulled in the last time I was there, I pulled in and there was just 2 people there. There was a dude that had his camper and he parked it right in the middle of the whole thing. He pulled it up. He pulled everything. He was camped. And this other dude that was parked there with a trailer, taking a break, I guess. So I pulled in and I find a spot all the way at the other end away from them and by the grass for Gypsy. Walked her, we did. And I can't remember if I've cooked her. I can't remember what I did. But I think within an hour of the time that I ride her to 2 hours or something like that, it was not that long, it was packed. And everybody that was pulling in, and they were pulling in all around me, I was like, I literally only had enough room to back out. People were pulling in and parking on all different kinds of ways. Everybody camped there that night. I was surrounded. I was like, okay, I'll tell you how bad it was. I could hear the dude next to me. He was so freaking close, snoring. That pissed me off. You're too close if I can hear you snoring. Oh, yeah, that was horrible. But I don't like that. I didn't like that. I mean, they had me canned in there. I was agitated about that. But everybody slept there. Everybody was sleeping. It was crazy. I've slept in so many rest areas down through Texas because there were some areas in Texas that I couldn't find boondocking and just had to take a break. So, I mean, there are areas that's more like center of Texas. I don't know because I know they have upper, lower, east. I don't know all the regions I just know, like down by Waco. Because I was in the Waco area. I did go down there in Round Top, Texas. There is no boondocking. None, zero. No. The closest boondocking you're going to find is probably a minimum of 3 hours away from those areas. Magnolia Beach was the closest, which is about 2.5, I think, to 3 hours from Waco. And then going up over, if you're going either direction, really 2 to 3 hour drive up to find another spot. So, when I got down in that area, there is, because I was going to Round Top for Round Top's Antique Spring Week that they have there, 3 week. I can't remember what they call it, but Antiques Week down there. You can look it up, Antiques Week in Round Top, Texas. And then you'll see the dates, and because it's twice a year. Fall is the biggest one, but springtime they have one for like a whole week. But at the time I went down there for the spring week, so I found there's a campground that's, I think, 30 minutes, about a half hour away from there. And I ended up staying there because it was only $17 a night, and it was for all my hookup. Couldn't beat that. I'll take water, electric. So I stayed like 2 or 3 days at the camp because I wanted the break, and I wanted to enjoy going to the antique thing. So, because there was no boondocking. But anyway, so yeah, we do get out. My windshield's been busted by tornado weather, hail. I drove into. I've been caught up in so many storms and the weather patterns. It gets a little bit, it does get psycho out there. So it's not just humans that you got to worry about. You have to pay attention to your weather. That is like absolutely a must when you live out here. And I always check it daily. I haven't been diligent because I've been parked. But we've been having some stupid weather up here in Cleveland too. Some pretty nasty, I mean, the one, we just had a windstorm a few weeks ago that was bursted through here. It was like close to 70-mile-an-hour winds. My van, I thought, oh, here we go. We're going to fly. Because it felt like the whole ass end of my van was picking up or something. So, but anyways, so no, life on the road, people who live in there, I mean, eventually I'm going to get an RV. I am. That's in due time. I'm waiting. I had a piece of property that I'm selling, and I'm waiting for that to sell. I got it last spring. I don't like it. I don't like sitting. I didn't even live there. I was down. I was trying to work on it, but then everything fell apart. I'm like, this ain't gonna work. I'm not. No. And I won't even go back down there. So it's been up for sale, and I'm waiting. Once that sells, that's when we get our RV. Yep. So, but that's just my plan. Hi, Mama, you moved. You had to get up and shift around, huh? I had to warm the van up because it's getting a little chilly in here. How you feeling this morning, huh? I saw you jump out of the van. That pain med's kicked in, huh? Yeah. But anyways, it was just this. That's just, yeah, chit chat. Oh gosh, she got up. Hey. She just wants to get up here. But this is the reality. I mean, look, this is the dog's bed. She's got like 4 blankets down there. Everything I have, clothes in here. Those are my crafting stuff. Food's underneath my bed with blankets. Food is back here. Everything is just scattered. The van has been organized, reorganized so many times in 3 years. I don't even know how many times. It's like when you're living in a house, you get sick of seeing everything in the same spot. I love rearranging. And that's one of the reasons why. But then, that's one of the reasons why I reorganize it. Because I get sick of seeing everything in the same spot. But then the other second reason why I do that is because you outgrow a certain way everything is inside. So I have to, some things come in, things go out all the time when you live in a van. So I'm constantly having to reorganize. Okay, well, because I just bought a butter churn, a small butter churn, which I still need to do. So I brought a few things in like that, and I had to reorganize to make that fit. So, and I did is I got that bin down here. This is just recent because I used to have a little dresser for all my kitchen stuff, but that didn't work no more. I outgrew it, so I got rid of the dresser because I needed my paints, my work that's in these 2 bins. That has to be in here, and I didn't want it down below. I have storage down below, and it wasn't going to work because I couldn't get down below to get to my stuff. So I got rid of the dresser. Are you going out? Oh, bless you. My goodness. Did you want to go out? You were sitting there like you wanted to. Well, I'm not leaving the door open. So, anyways, got rid of the dresser. Got the bins for my paints and crafts. I got this bin because I put my kitchen stuff, all my kitchen stuff down in there, cooking stuff. But, again, I just rearranged it the other day, and it's only been a month. Because I got sick. Going in trying to get my pots and pans out to cook I just felt like it was too much work to have to move everything off the top. I don't know. So I put my pots and pans below the bed in the bins where my clothes were. I still left one bin. There's 3 bins down there. So I left one bin for my pants. The other 2 bins I cleaned out, and I put the kitchen stuff back down there, and then took my clothes out of that. Now my clothes are in that bin. Because Going in there maybe once a day or once every other day to pull some clothes out, because sometimes I wear my clothes for 2 days. I don't go past 2 days. I am not doing that. But so I'm not in there like when I'm cooking. It just seemed like I was always trying to find something when I'm like, oh my god, why? It was just too much. It was just too much. This is one of the reasons why on RV I can't wait. So yeah, when you live in your vehicle, it's work. It's not like your house. It's not. Yeah, everything has its place, but everything also gets displaced in here really quickly too. So you're always cleaning. But anyways, this morning, yeah, to give you an update, we are still in Cleveland. We are not moving. We gotta wait because of this little girl, and hopefully she heals up soon, which I think she will. I really do. Considering how she is moving today compared to yesterday, she's like I would say 50% better today. To be honest with you already. I think she just needs time to heal. That's what I think. So I will update you guys, and we'll give a big shout out when we're a fiesta video for you. And then when we're actually getting ready to leave again. Things happen. And I'm not going to drive with her feeling like this. We're going to sit and wait and give her the time that she needs to heal and get the soreness out of her. So I got cinnamon rolls to bake. I promised Christine's son that I would make cinnamon rolls this morning, and he's all excited for that. So I'm going to go pop these cinnamon rolls. I'm going to use her oven. So. Cheater! Oh wow. Her oven's there, and I don't feel like wasting my butane, which is really hard to find. So, and cinnamon rolls take a little bit of time to bake, so I don't have a propane tank, and I have butane right now, which I need to go find more before I hit the road. And I'll probably grab a propane tank before I hit the road, because I haven't had that on hand. But I'm going to throw these in her oven, use her oven today. So, and yeah, we don't have to do. What I'm excited for is I don't have any cooking to do today, because she made 2 big roasting thingies of corned beef and cabbage and carrots for St. Patty's Day yesterday, and then today we're just making. She's gonna heat it all up. We're making Reuben sandwiches today, I guess, or corned beef sandwiches out of it today, which is fine. Her mom's coming over, so yeah, I'll get out of the van, visit with them, have dinner with them tonight. I didn't last night. I went and made a plate, came back out and sat with Gypsy, because I just didn't. I was sitting here with her. I had her wrapped. She was on my bed. I had her wrapped up in blankets on my bed. I sat here. She ate some corned beef with me, so I didn't. But she's feeling a little better, so I'll probably get out of the van tonight. I'm going to go in the garage. There is a little wooden box thingy with a handle on it, a basket. I don't know what you want to call it. I think I'm going to go get it out of the garage and repaint it and give it a new look. And so, yeah, you'll probably see that video. All right. Well, I'm going to go make these cinnamon rolls, and I will give you guys an update on Gypsy. She's recovering, and then when we actually leave. Right? Say hi, everybody. I don't feel good. Not today. But I'm getting better. Say bye. And say bye to them. Say bye.